Hello, everybody, and welcome back to. Okay, I just broke something. uh, okay, it should be working now. Nope, it's still broken. Same technical difficulties as last time, it seems. Am I back in full screen or something? Yeah, for some reason it put me back into full screen. So, I don't remember exactly what we're supposed to be doing. Like, I don't remember what my thoughts were, like what potential tasks we had. Like, fly! Damn it! I caught it, but I didn't crush it.
Will I be ready when my turn comes?
Damn it! I don't know where the fly went. I got the one that was on my wrist though.
My flesh.
It's nice to see you.
For so long,
Brad Silver Rush?
Positions beyond the inner veil.
Assume your name is different on YouTube then. Okay. You know what? Because doing this the way I originally wanted to would be insanely difficult, we're gonna do it differently. Wait for it to regenerate, and yeah, you can't just walk down from there. We'll take you.
My titles, loved ones, everything. Will it be worth it to see reality finally? To see beyond this pale world?
May the Eye watch over you.
Okay, that is... No idea why they're eating here. Okay, I thought so. Since you said you finally made it. This is only the second time I've streamed on Twitch. Give me that.
What? Where's my pistol?
I love the fact that they freak out about missing items, but it takes them so long to do it that there's no point in it. This is an interesting looking machine, but I don't think it serves any purpose. Like, in all honesty, I don't think that serves any purpose. And I'm gonna... Whoa! I might be a bit screwed. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Okay. If you don't know, the way this works is in the top right, there's a meter. The more I move with this ability, or if I switch to anything like I just did, I am no longer disguised. What do the rats have to say?
Around and high, flying small places, still the huge ice seas. The huge ice seas drags us to the dark places, drags us to the cold. Everything's stone, everything old.
Okay, everything stone, everything old. I want to read that. See if it's anything worthwhile, at least. There's a lot up there. I don't know if I want to go in there. Not just yet, at least. Okay. We'll do this. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff in this level. Chant of the Eye. A voice for the silence, a face for the terror, a body for the darkness, a wound for the wanting, a knife for the knowing, a hold for the hollow, a truth for the seeker, a charge for the warden, an eye for the eyeless. Okay. If the difficulties of reaching the void If the difficulties of reaching the void are neither practiced nor moral, then we must reflect upon the ethical. If the void is only presented to those at the threshold of death, then one must glean that death is required in order to breach whatever barrier stands between our world and that world of unthinkable legend. I'm not suggesting we begin heretical practice of human sacrifice, but consider this. There are people within our society who have made it their purpose in life to trouble the hard-working citizens of the Empire through sloth, thievery, and murder. That's a word. Execrable persons are not fit to live among us. With the cooperation of the Abbey of the Everyman and the Academy of Natural Philosophy, a device might be constructed to trap these social vermin at a point of fatal pain so that the void might be properly accessed and studied. Morbid experiments to be sure, but blah blah. This is... Oh yeah, I've read that one before if I remember correctly. Yeah, I have. It didn't get added to our lore section. Plague spirits. It's always funny to toss those at people, but it's too much... There's a bit too much risk in doing it. Okay, so this is us. We are Billie Lurk. This is the third game in this series, but basically there's a guy called the Outsider, right? And Billie wants him dead. I am not going to be killing him because we are doing a ghost run and a no kills run at the same time. So I'm not killing anybody. I will knock people out, but I won't kill them. And if I am spotted in any way, shape, or form, I will reload to the last quick save. But the whole point of this game is following Billie as she tries to reach the Outsider and track down a weapon that would actually be capable of killing him, since he is technically a god. Do I know how that, what happens if you kill a god? No. Whoops. So, honestly, it's... All of the previous streams of this particular game are on my channel, as well as everything that happened in the second game. But most of what's happening in this game doesn't refer back too much to the first or second games, so it's not too much of a worry. As well as the mechanics of this game are slightly different.
Soft flesh biting, cold stone hard, tastes bad, breaks teeth. Oh, no blood anymore. Now they're eyes.
Okay, so that's talking about the things, the people, the stone-looking dudes. Dang it, that's not what I wanted to do. Excerpt from a monograph on encounters with the outsider. Perhaps the most well-documented yet also most dubious of the outsider's visitations are his encounters with the men and women of the Abbey of the Everyman. Aside from vague descriptions of temptation, which the overseers and oracular sisters both attribute to the outsider's presence, there are cases of outsider visitation in these categories which merit our attention. The first is the bloviating account of the confrontation between the outsider and the High Overseer Francis Perry. It is maintained that the outsider assumed the form of a large serpent and attacked the High Overseer in his chambers. I must stress the Yep, that's falsity. Okay, falsity of this story. The outsider's physical form exists bodily in the void. It does not, as we know, shapeshift like a trickster from some fanciful tale. However, turning to the confessions of an excommunicated oracular sister by the name of Romana Kine, we find a plausible tale. She recounted a dream in which the outsider appeared to her, and understanding the circumstances of her wrongful conviction of... Okay, I can't... if you can't tell, I'm nearly blind, so reading this small text is kind of a pain. Apostasy? Honestly, I offered her a gift. This was rejected. The next morning, she was branded and turned out to the streets. Huh. Yeah, it is complicated. We had to steal a knife from a bank. We had to steal this knife from a bank. That knife also, actually, I have an interesting thing. We can show you this. Our arm, which is black shard arm, a strange gift from the outsider, drawing and replenishing its power from the void itself. We got these for, this is the power of the knife. Twin-bladed knife, an ancient weapon that both made the outsider and, according to Daud, is the key to unmaking him. Unlocks bone charm crafting as well as the void strike ability. This allows us to talk with rats. A fragment from an ancient void entity, enabling Billie to see things that were hidden to her before. Honestly, this game is kind of confusing, and I forget some of what is going on myself sometimes. But it is something that I enjoyed. I've played all three on my channel before. I streamed.
No. Outsider's bones.
Oh, that explains a lot. That explains a lot. I didn't even have the right set of keybinds set up, so I don't know where this is gonna load me. Oops. Let's find out where this puts us. It puts us back here. Okay. Okay, so...
I need to borrow that volume of poetry again and copy down some passages. I seek the void inside your heart. Such loveliness.
Okay, since I don't need to investigate completely this time.
Whalebone feels warm. I can feel it through the fabric.
We won't do that this time. Since I don't need to, why bother? Okay, this time we'll just... actually have the right set of keybinds set up. The thing is, there was autosaves that went off. It's just... There were autosaves that got set off. It's just... I don't know what... I can't tell what autosaves are doing half the time.
Find small places, still the huge ice seas.
Oop.
The huge ice seas drags us to the dark places.
Drags us to the cold, yada yada yada. Oh. These two have bone charms. I should have checked on that. I really should have checked on who.
Is someone asking
There?
for
I'm
trouble?
going to have a look around.
That's lovely. It's real lovely getting caught because of my own negligence. Okay, this is a much better space for investigating from. And I'd honestly plan to come investigate over here. Can't go that far away. Quite the odd space, to say the least. There we go. You saw nothing? I did nothing. I totally didn't forget to jump and just walk right off the ledge. I think that took like a good chunk of my health. Okay, so can't stand there, it seems.
Given him so much. My titles. Loved one.
Ooh. Depending on some circumstances.
Is he beyond this page?
Let's mark him. Because depending on the circumstances, I might be able to use the fact that I accidentally called him over here.
Nothing then.
What must it feel like to bathe in the
Nope.
energies of the void?
Didn't successfully use it. I wasn't fast enough. I didn't knock him out. You just noticed that I stole your pistol. I stole his pistol and basically threw it on the ground because I can't take any more bullets. Okay, so one way to do this would be there and then I guess here maybe? Dang it. You I don't technically need. Okay. I do need you. Okay, that's just raw whalebone.
Huh?
I need that from him. But what's a dude? Okay, more raw whalebone.
May the void blacken your eyes.
That won't do much. I can't get to her. Okay, so what? Is there anything over here? Okay, just this room. Yeah, it's better than nothing. Yeah, none of them technically have anything left. Okay, so we'll move on. Moving on. Moving on to hopefully find a much better space. Okay. Mark you, and you. And I get... Nope, I fell. I guess we could aim for the chandelier. Stealth games are hard. Granted, this one does... You don't have to technically play this game as a stealth game. You could theoretically play this game just running through, killing everybody, but that's much... In my opinion, that's much easier. Okay. To the eye, it says. So I finally found the library that they were talking about before. I wonder about something. When that guy goes back that way, is there anyone to worry about this one getting knocked out? There's no one there. So, yeah, there's just this dude and this person. But if I do it right, that won't matter. It does matter. Okay, so there's the person over there. Huh. Wait, were they there the entire time? That's another thing I'll have to investigate, I guess. No, they weren't. She wasn't there the entire time. She... Or maybe she was. Let me see.
What must they know?
What must it feel like to bathe in the energies of the void for so long?
Ah, I see. She moves around a little bit.
Is someone there?
Someone asking for...
Okay, so yeah, that won't work. I'd have to knock out the lady over by the stairs in order to get the guy right there. That's gonna be a bit of a pain. I feel like she's a bit more exposed. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? Depending on the circumstances, I might be able to just get right up behind her. I can definitely get over here without hassle. As long as I don't just jump right in front of someone, that is. If you haven't noticed, I'm bad at games. I am very bad at games. Okay. So I'll go 2 then. See if that works. I need her.
Sometimes I wish I never felt the draw to study the forbidden, to transgress. When will I hear? Is someone there? I'm going to have a look around.
Popcorn is nice. Granted, I used, like, when I was younger, I used to be able to, like, I'd come home from school and there'd be nothing really to just eat, so I'd end up making a bag of popcorn. That doesn't work either. Whatever. Now I can't do that. Like, I'd get sick if I kept doing that. Lesson learned. Don't get on top of that. I have to be careful about that.
The outsider is mocking me. Always watching. Sometimes I sense his black stare.
May the eye watch over you.
Who might notice? He's looking out that way, so the person who might notice is the one that comes down the stairs. Seems like he's the most likely to notice something's awry.
The whalebone feels warm. I can feel it through the fabric. So comforting.
It has seemed staring across that final abyss. For so long, the envisioned have held their positions.
I'm glad this theoretically works as an obstacle. In all technicality, it shouldn't. Let's see, do you die if I dump you here? You don't! Cool. And I don't think anyone's gonna come back here. Yeah, I really don't think anyone's gonna come back here. For some reference, there's a bit of an issue where if the head of a corpse goes underwater in any way, shape, or form, well, of a corpse, of an unconscious person, they turn into a dead body. There's surprisingly more marked. Oh no, those are the 2 I marked from way before, like last stream, aren't they? Okay, so...
Where did you? How?
I need your body. Theoretically.
She's seen through dark waters. Soon she will see obscure.
Interesting. This is rather bad, because this is just a bad place to be in case I run out. Okay, right here is a good place to do that.
No. Have you read the third book of Bernard's seminars? Surely you must. It's essential. The Envisioned broke apart the gate to the ritual hold to maintain the order of our existence. And the pieces exist outside of the passage of time. It is the basis of our semiotics. Thusly, all meaning flows from this state of within and without.
Yes. My work focuses on this foundational act. The exclusion of the outsider is necessary to maintain the hermeneutics of the self. What is us, what is they, without the outsider, to create that distinction.
Have you encountered Camilla Corre's latest work? There is always the problem of framing, of delimitation. Do these distinctions make communication possible or impossible?
Interesting theory.
Corray? Oh, that she would question. What nonsense.
The interesting part about this is that they act as if they truly understand any of what they're doing. Which, if what's to be believed, they truly have no idea what the hell it is that they're actually attempting. Come on. I can do it. I swear. I can't do it. No investigating over there, it seems. But there are multiple issues that need to be resolved. Okay, so I'm gonna head downstairs again. Down these wonderful stairs. Excerpt from a any child knows the constellations above the isles. The captain at the helm, the tusked leviathan, the vain duchess, the scaled he-goat, the moth king. Tales older than the outsider himself, patterns read long ago by the fearful and the ignorant to create meaning from the emptiness that engulfed them. The supposed significance of one's birth in relation to these signs is a common folk tale. Those born under this or that set of stars will be lucky or obedient or stubborn or proud. This is, of course, simple superstition, but what may be read in the stars is of greater substance than the fortunes of the unimportant masses. The night sky foretold the necessity of the outsider, and urged the envisioned to seek out the wretch who would become him. It is not simply the movements of these distant stars, but when they blink out into nothingness, that tells us what the void requires, alongside the migration of birds and the entrails of certain animals. The disappearance of several prominent celestial lights urged the ancient envisioned to take a helpless orphan and create the outsider from his wretched flesh. It's better that they don't have guns, in my opinion. You don't need guns. Further delay. He is a man of singular dedication. Any difficulty he encounters, he overcomes by sheer force of persistence. He is undoubtedly devoted to our intellectual ideals. A studious man, dispassionate yet obsessive. In his single-mindedness, he can be prone to nervous fits and neglectful of himself and other duties. Furthermore, he is too enamored of the sanguine infusion and its effects on his mind. Yun further delay. An aesthete, that he appreciates the patterns and nuances of the void. His knowledge and passion would enrich our pursuits here, but the man is a celebrity. As of yet, he would not be suited to our rigors of our lifestyle. His public profile is too high to relocate without causing some alarm, and we believe he enjoys that fact. Michaels, to ascend within 3 years. A woman of consummate control, she has maintained a network of patrons and subordinates which has allowed our influence to spread and our studies to continue. Her reliability and consistency is unquestionable. It is through her efforts and resources that the dangerous relic from the outsider's creation has been kept secured. Our trust was not misplaced. Yeah, she's the lady who ran the bank that we stole the knife from. Okay. Raw whalebone. Raw whalebone.
The eye.
Yeah, that's what happens. The disguise is instantly broken if they gain any sort of suspicion towards me. So if they spot me, pick someone's pocket, they get pissed, and I turn into Billie again. Oops. Okay, if I remember correctly, I need the corpse that is over here. Your corpse is right there. And I need it.
Will I be ready when my turn comes?
For so long, the envisioned have held their positions beyond the inner veil.
Oops.
The outsider is walking among us. I should soak my bone talisman in whale oil for a few hours. It has seen better days.
Interesting.
Sometimes I wish.
He sleeps and dreams at the heart of it all, wrapped in the black and the
When will I hear the call? Take my place among them in that cold, cold darkness.
Okay, right here's a good spot. Let's investigate it. You're important. Let's keep track of you. And you. And I don't know. There's plenty of you, but it's difficult to say who is the most important for marking. Because I can only keep track of so many of you fools. Unfortunately, doesn't seem like I can lean out far enough to see the chandelier, so placing myself near it would be pointless. Unless, maybe... No, I'm still blocked right here. Maybe? So the eye is now up there. Except I want their bodies. I don't actually want their bodies. I want what's-a-dude's face. I want his face. Whoops. Really, people? Storing books anywhere that there is a large body of water. I'm offended. Interesting platform, to say the least. Huh. Okay, so if I decided I wanted to try it, I would have a decent amount of time before it would cause an issue. She spends a decent amount of time looking at that shelf. I'd say the best way I could pull this off is with semblance. Take over this guy. When she goes back up there, take over this guy right here. Hide his body, and then knock her out using his face. Where should I hide his body, though? Because I need semblance to knock him out from over this this railing. You know what? Yep. He died. And if they die for any reason after I've knocked them out, they count as me killing them. And it ruins the no kills part of the run. Okay, so...
My nerves, I suppose. Anybody there? I just need some sleep.
I've given up so much.
Sometimes I wish I'd never felt the draw. Just
Okay, so let's just...
rightly the forbidden.
Will it be worth it
To
see
transgress.
beyond finally? To see beyond this pale world?
I should soak my bone talisman in whale oil for a few hours.
What must it feel like to bathe in the energies of the void for so long?
He died, didn't he? Yep. I can't let him die. It's inconvenient, but I can't let him die.
Will I be ready when my turn comes?
What must it feel
What will the void
to
do
bathe
to my
in the
mind?
energies of the void
My
for
flesh.
so long?
When will I hear the call? Take my place among them in that cold, cold darkness. Sometimes I wish I had never felt the draw. to study
Trombones
together.
are trombones are interesting.
Oh, he sleeps and dreams of the
Revel in revel.
Okay. I know that dumping him there will kill him. Dumping him down there killed him last time. But I also happen to know that I can dump him up here perfectly fine and no one will give a damn. Just like I can probably dump her back there, and again, no one will give a damn. I used to be, be in band. I used to be able to play a trumpet. Now I can't. One of the main reasons being I don't have a trumpet anymore.
May the void blacken your eyes.
Sometimes you all get suspicious when I do this, and I can stand in the exact same place as the person, and you get oddly suspicious about it. Other times you don't get suspicious at all, no matter what I do. So I need her body. Well, I need to become her to do what I want to do. Okay, great and powerful friend. Let us be on our way. I don't need that out. In fact, it would actually work out better if I don't have it out. Okay, I know you have what I'm after. I don't think you do, though. Yeah, you have nothing but a gun. There's no point in messing with you. So now we can see if they have anything worth reading. Any documents of any sort. It is rare enough tale, but one which it varies only in the tone and enthusiasm of its narrator. Select few are, through dreams or contact with shrines, transported to the void and converse with the outsider himself. Some, it is said, walk away from these encounters with his favor. Naturally, it is difficult to untangle reliable accounts from ramblings of a desperate seekers of the outsider's attention. Nevertheless, an analysis of these events is warranted. The Abbey of the Everyman warns that the outsiders walks among them, but to them he is merely the stranger who tempts you to infidelity, or the pickpocket who robs you of trinkets. Only the barest understanding of the truth exists in their foolish litany. We of the eye know where the outsider truly lies. However, if these stories are to be believed, then we must question the extent of his power in the void. Does he choose these dialogues consciously? What is the nature of these conversations, if indeed they are intelligible? What is his physical nature in these moments? There These are the questions I attempt to answer in the chapters that follow. Well, the first game sort of answered the first and second game. You play. I personally play as Corvo in the first and second games. Which, by the way, that is not an option in this game. So, but personally, I think that it's answered what you can and can't do.
This time, I'll end you for good!
But in the first and second games, the outsider does pull you into the void several times, in fact, to have a conversation. I don't know exactly how many times he does it in the second game. Well, no, in the first game, because I recorded that one rather than streaming it, so my knowledge of that game is much more limited. I didn't explore nearly as much.
When will I hear the call?
So
Take my place among them in that cold darkness. So long, the envisioned have held their positions beyond the inner veil.
Okay, now we'll save here so we can continue on.
You'll have to be much more.
Okay, Mark. Are they gonna... Don't tell me. Are they gonna walk through this wall?
Specific than that.
inside the ritual hold. Meeting.
Is someone?
Nope, we gotta reload. She's gonna investigate. Okay.
The outsider is walking.
Have you ever wondered what it's like?
You'll have to be much more specific than that.
Inside the ritual hold, meeting the outsider face to face. His black eyes, his youthful form untouched by time. I've read varying sources which recount our forebears walking with the outsider in dreams. One even vividly described him inviting her to suckle blood from the wound the envisioned inflicted upon him centuries ago.
I wouldn't believe such accounts. They're based on poor scholarship, mystical ramblings at best. Set these wonderings aside. We know the nature of the outsider. There is only one place where he exists in the flesh, and it is forbidden to us.
Still, it's tantalizing to think about, I mean.
I know what you mean.
So, the outsider does exist in flesh here. But he also exists in the void as something that can be touched. But in the void, it's said that he's all-powerful. So is this suggesting that here, that the way you would kill him is by attacking his flesh here in this world? Okay. Whoa, that is...
It. The eye of the dead god.
I don't think I want to actually go approaching that.
A whalebone. Huh?
Do either one of them plan on moving in any way? Ah, it does actually hurt my eyes to look at that. So that's one way, is that I could sneak around that way. So I guess that's our goal. When I do something like that, I have to resist the temptation to quick save, because I don't know if this is actually a safe spot as of yet. I think she just has whalebone. I don't think she actually has a mark. Has a rune or a bone charm on her.
What must they know? What, where...
Yeah. I don't know how I expected that to work. That wasn't gonna work. It might if I set it up differently. I might be able to rig it if I set it up differently. Okay.
Will I be ready when my turn comes? What will the void do to my mind?
What will the void do to your mind? If that is concern, I don't think you should be here.
My flesh.
The whalebone feels warm. I can feel it through the fabric. So comforting.
Is someone there?
Does that count? No, that doesn't count. Okay.
Oh, no luck.
Nothing.
Let's search over there, then.
I'll take a look around.
No idea. That sounds plausible. Honestly, since I think she only has whalebone, I'm not going to bother with getting the rune from her. I'm just going to progress along.
It's watching me.
It is watching me. Okay. Inspect, I guess.
It's been a part of me since this all started. It's cold. Dead. But it still sees.
Whee! Into the void we go. Achievement unlocked, Dead Eye.
I can
Ooh.
see everything. The void. Like looking under the waves and into the sea.
Okay. So back this way. They are still here. Oh. So now all of these paths that were previously blocked off because they were designed for the envisioned are open. Oh. And envisioned. Ugh, the sound. Are you the one that I needed? No, you're not the one I needed. They can see, but they... There's a couple things I need to test. One involving knocking out the old lady. Okay, so we are mixed into the void now. Like, the void is all... But the thing I actually needed to test... Its form is odd. So I wonder if I can actually knock it out. I cannot! I can't knock it out. Okay. There was no indication whatsoever, and it's... whatever it's using for sight spins around oddly. Okay, so what's out this way? The ritual hold is over there. What I do for the sake of my studies. The risks are great, but it was never in my nature to leave questions unanswered. Everything must be revealed in time. The others may judge me, but that same desire exists in their own hearts. They are simply too cowardly to pursue it. The only means to the ritual hold lies in pieces, suspended at the moment in time in which that ancient gate was shattered. I will break the oldest and most sacred dictates of our order by simply approaching it in an attempt to trespass. I do not know if I will succeed, but I must try. Whatever happens to my body, I know that my research is hidden in a safe place in my cell. My life has led to this moment, my wasted youth in the Academy of Natural Philosophy, my time with the eyeless, my years in the sanctum, and now I may finally uncover the secrets of the ancient language. So, the ritual hold is back the way we came. Obviously, I don't want to just jump down. That won't work. I'll die. Yeah. So what I want to do is potentially... Okay. Does that count as an alerted enemy? No, it don't. Okay, so he's upset. He is real upset. They're slow unless I do something to them, and then they become quite agitatingly fast. Okay. Still can't do anything with his body. I wonder. maybe I can just sneak past him via this form. Nope. They just get upset if they can spot you. Okay, so semblance does not work against against one of the envisioned. Not at all. Okay. So I purely have to get past this thing via my own ability. Okay, this will probably be, in some ways, to Makadoli's safe. So they don't care that there's a pile of bodies, do they? Interesting. Whoa, so you
Where's
fall.
my lucky charm?
I am going to be odd, wasn't this? No, that was closed before. So it's still closed. Okay, so weird. So we're still heading to places. Odd, definitely. Okay, so this machine is still here, which is not within my calculations. But this is now open, so now, actually no, they can't see that that's there. Only the Envision can tell that that's a path there. And the Envision don't seem to care about the bodies. Or if they do, the game's not letting me know that they care about the bodies. It would be rather inconvenient if the Envisioned actually do care about the bodies and is going to count against us at the end of the level. But that's something to find out later. Almost completely something to find out later. So now this continues to a platform. So what was the point in this? Maybe out here has seems like it has more point now. Nope, even this.
What? Where's my pistol?
Yep, he just noticed that his pistol's gone. Okay, investigation time. So keep that in mind. There's that envisioned right there. There's this path. Still. I guess we'll come in here. There's a bone charm nearby. Blada yada, blada yada. There's the envisioned. I can't do that. But this is now open. previously it wasn't. Oh, now I have a key. We'll investigate that in a minute. Okay, so this would be an easy way to bypass some stuff.
The topography of the void is dependent upon reality to supply the base material for it to mirror. However, there is one place that has no referent in our world. Though
Is that the mark of the outsider? This one was obsessed like all the rest. What did he find out?
Some say it is a cradle. Others say a tomb. The outsider himself resides there. To even approach the gate to that place is sacrilege. And even then, the void itself keeps it shut to living eyes.
9.
Truly, the ritual hold
6.
exists outside of time itself.
9.
It would be as futile as it is forbidden to enter.
2, 6,
These are
9.
thoughts for another time. My research into this ancient alphabet continues. Some remnants of their phonemic qualities are preserved in our oldest writings. The language possesses an unusual amount of diphthongs, reliant on distinction in tone and pitch to convey meaning. These symbols, I know the very nature of the void runs through them, but is it a dead language, or the language of the dead? Perhaps that could be the title of my next monograph.
Wait, so would it be 962? It is 962, okay. Dark power. I don't need to check that though. I am now certain of the meaning of that script, adorning the flesh of those few who have encountered the outsider. It is his name. The name may be lost when he merges with the void, and if this name is returned to him, the old ritual performed by the envisioned years ago would be undone. The revelation sends shivers down my spine. What I hold is the catalyst that could undo everything our collegiate has accomplished. 11th month of high cold. The ancient language tantalizes me still. The pronunciation was never formed for any earthly tongue. Perhaps those people long ago spoke with the spirits, but speculation is one of the many pitiful pitfalls which threatens the errant philologist. To pursue this further would necessitate transgressing the deepest commandments of our order. No one has entered the ritual hold since the outsider merged with the void, but to find one of those cursed spirits to read this language, it intrigues me. It intrigues and frightens me in equal measure. Against all caution, all prudence, all sense of loyalty, I persist. I cannot abandon my research. This place, this reliquary that holds the outsider's true form calls to me. If my plan to enter the ritual hold is found out, all is lost.
What? The mark is the outsider's name. And this says only spirits in the void can read it.
So I have to find a spirit in the void to read the message for me. To read this for me. Because while technically, yes, I could write in numbers right here using this information, I cannot read this. I have no idea, like, I know that he oriented this as these are the letters in this order, but I don't know the pronunciation of these. Yeah, see ya. I hope things go well for you. Sleep well. If I could read it, everything would be fine. To the ritual hold. J. What? Kill the outsider. Release the outsider. So I have to traverse the void in hopes of finding someone who is potentially capable of reading that name aloud to return the outsider's name to him. Because what else can you do? He has technically done nothing wrong. He was forced into this as much as I. This he was forsaken just as much as anyone else when the Envision forced upon him the role of the outsider. So what can we do? Well, we'll change it. We'll return his name to him. 'Cause what else can you do? Okay, that's not particularly a great plan. I probably should have checked down that hallway, but I didn't do that. I checked the other way because that was totally the better plan, to check the other way. Okay, so I need to make sure to mark that envisioned. I'm straying too far from your physical form, blah yada yada. Blah yada yada. Blonda yada ya. Blonda yada ya.
While the sheep slumber, we shape things. We made this world with the dragging of a knife blade.
Shit! Okay, can't stand here. Got it. Can't stay there. Staying there is a very bad plan, it seems. I got one envision coming from the front, and I got one coming from behind, and I forgot about the one behind me. Which seems to have produced quite a few issues. Okay, so you have that one, and you have that one. What is going to happen with both of them?
While the sheep slumber, we shape things. We made this world with the dragging of a knife blade.
The Envision don't care that I'm doing this. What I can tell. So I can drag them into the void. Maybe they can see these routes. They just don't acknowledge them. Maybe to them, these are the same as if... Maybe this is actually what they see sometimes. Obviously not all the time. Maybe being able to... Maybe being exposed to the void for such a continuous amount of time is the objective of them. Maybe being in the void changes things. I feel as if being in the void changes certain aspects of the way I deal with things. Like right here, I am not in the void. But now I am. Now I'm fully present in the void. Okay, so returning the outsider's name to him seems like the best option. But who would I get to pronounce it? And clearly these envisioned wouldn't dare pronounce his name. The whole reason they did this was... They're the whole reason this exists.
Remember all potentialities?
Is someone there?
Maybe I could take the same path I used originally. Go back the way that I came. Exactly the way I came. No. That would make it quite impossible. Maybe I didn't do what I think I did. This is... Alright, so... up here?
Who's there?
The map has changed quite a bit. Just by the very fact that now I've completed the Eye of the Dead God. It's now in a complete form. But what does that do for me? Truthfully. Okay, keep track of that one. You and you. Could I? No, it doesn't seem like I could do that. But I could go behind them. I could go through here, it seems. Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. So maybe place that there. Can I reach that? No. So I would need another one. The closer I get, the less sense this makes. I have to be careful, because if I'm gonna do this, I need to do it quickly. But I'm screwed. No, I'm screwed because I quick saved on that structure. I shouldn't have done that. I should have thought about it. Kept my old quick save. Does that count? That count? No, it doesn't count. Okay. Okay. All's going well. Okay. Just approaching this place kills people. Oh. Okay. Odd, at best. A hole in the world. And I'm stepping into the time, the ritual hold. I'm stepping into the
here. I can feel it.
Okay, so I don't want to go into the ocean. None of them... Holy shit, I can't see shit. Oh, so I can step in the ocean. It looks much deeper, though. It looks so much deeper. This place is eerie. And if he's been permanently trapped here for an eternity... Can I negotiate?
Now everything is gone.
I had a choice. I had a choice. I hear their fingernails inside the walls.
I will always hate you for what you did.
Take me back. I want to go back.
I see each moment of my life slipping from my fingers.
Soil underneath my fingernails.
Can I actually see them?
The noise, I hear it. I fed his heart to the hounds.
You ruined me.
The outsider's actual body.
Look at you. This is what the Abbey tried to hide. This is what the eyeless want to know about. I'm at the center of the void itself. And you're not even some kind of horror I need to face down and fight. You're at my mercy. But you've always been at the mercy of bad people, haven't you? You said I had a choice. Well, I'm here to make it. You don't deserve this. No one deserves this. I won't let the world turn on someone suffering.
Where is my mother? This place. Where is my mother?
Speak. Come on.
Daud? Why are you here? What are you?
Look at us. Trapped here. An eternity on a butcher's block. Waiting for the knife to fall. There's nothing left of me but this.
Daud. I'm here. Look at me.
I know that name. I know you. There was blood. And masks and blades raised. Billie Lurk. I even remember when you hated me. And now you followed me into the void itself. You brought the knife. I can't hurt him. There's nothing I can do. Only you can kill him. How long have I waited here?
Too long, old man.
There he is. The outsider. All this time dreaming in the void. I wonder if he dreamed about this moment. Go finish it. End his miserable life.
He almost looks like he's in pain. Is this really what you want? Is this really what he deserves?
You know how this ends, Billie.
Speak his name, Daud.
I found another way. The outsider lived and breathed once. He spent his days on the streets of some forgotten city.
Come on.
These cultists took everything away from him. Even his name. But I know what it is. His name is the Mark. Only the dead can read it. If we give that back to him, he'll be free. He'll live out the rest of his days as a man like any other.
The Mark? No. You're here to kill him. You can't ask me to do this, Billie. Not after everyone he's hurt. Not after everything we've done.
Why is he to blame for what we did? That is actually a valid question. Why blame the outsider for everything that these people did with the power that he granted?
Why is he to blame for what we did? He gave us a way to fight back. He never lied to us about what we might become.
You know what I became. We looked down on Dunwall as if we owned it. As if we could drown it in blood. Wow. He knew we'd turn into monsters like him. He always knew. And it, Billy, he can't do anything but harm.
I have to. The thing is, as I said, I set in stone this is a no kills run. That I would find the way to do this, without killing the outsider, no matter whether this was supposed to be the death of the outsider or not. My decision at the beginning of the game was a no kills ghost run.
I saw the cult who hurt him. He died once at their hands. Look at him. This wasn't his choice. He never asked for this power.
Then end it. Put him out of his misery if you pity him. It's a better future than anything that might wait for him out there.
But does he have to die, or I can't just throw him to the streets again? It's like Billie and Daud both know that while a life on the streets may be hard, it's still a life. Daud is corrupted by the void at this point, true, but he made that decision. The outsider never lied. He always told them that the power that all power comes with a price. And that one day the price would, that you would have to pay that price if you kept the power. If you think about it, Corvo had the power for several years, nearly 15 years. Was Corvo a monster at the end of it? No. Corvo was Corvo. But does he have to die?
But does he have to die? Years ago, I did something terrible to you. I didn't deserve to live. But you let me walk away. You gave me a chance. Let him live, Daud. Let him have the life he lost. Like you did for me.
When you left Dunwall, I hoped you could live a better life without me. That your future wouldn't be killing for coin until someone came to betray you. Forgiveness is a rare thing in this world, Billy. You're better than I was.
Daud.
Farewell, Billy. For the last time.
Hi there.
I can taste blood in my mouth. I can hear Daud's voice in my ear. You have done something impossible.
We let you live. I can take you out of here.
These eyes were closed for centuries. And I saw everything. Bound here, I walked through the minds of generations. And now...
You're free.
Achievement unlocked. Final release. I made a decision. I would not kill him.
I can't take back what was done to you all those years ago. No more than I can take back what was done to me. But now you have a chance to be something new. To be something better. It must be strange knowing what you know. Seeing with old eyes all the secrets of the world. We've both seen the worst in people's hearts. But in the end, I gave Daud peace. And maybe you can find some too. There's so much doubt. But there are some things I know are true. The outsider is no more. And with that, the world will change in ways none of us can know.
Oh.
But the void is still there. Echoing just beyond what you can see. And there's no one left to say who will and won't be touched by its magic.
In some ways, the position of the outsider controlled the void. He was aware... Oh, bodies detected. Someone found one of my bodies. He was aware that someone had, like... Someone could control the void. Someone could be in a position to have... to forever... to find a way to prevent the void from just touching random people, to only have it affect those that someone deemed it needed to affect. But why should that be forced upon someone? Now, if you do not know, to those who are watching on YouTube after the fact, please leave a like and subscribe for more content such as this. If you want to join me during the time that these are actually being made and when I'm playing them, I streamed this particular game on Twitch. The date today is Friday, November 2nd at 12:58 a.m., so 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to go through all of the credits, let them run, as that is my own personal rule, to let the credits run. But if you haven't already, and you're watching here on Twitch, make sure to follow. And honestly, I don't know what to say. I finished my goal, but I feel as if there should be more. I wonder if too bad there's no one in chat who knows about the game. Usually I'd ask if there was, but usually someone is yada yada. Honestly, I do wish that someone would I wish that someone here that's here knew about the game a bit, and Arcane Studios, so they could tell me if Arcane Studios was planning to make more in this same universe. Obviously not following... Oh, yeah, I believe actually I had a conversation with people in one of the streams I did on YouTube that Arcane Studios might have been working on a third game. But I don't remember. Because obviously it can't follow Corvo or Emily. And the Outsider isn't going to be there anymore if there is a fourth game. Technically, this is the third game. But it makes me wonder. What could a fourth game be? And I'm hoping that there'll be something after the credits as well. Technical artist, Sebastian Chapul-Berfurt. There's a lot of this, of credits. Granted, there's not nearly as many credits as there was for something like, Dead Space, it seems. Like, I think it took 5+ minutes to reach the quality assurance testers when we watched the credits for Dead Space 2. And hell, there's definitely not nearly as many as there. Like, I had 20 minutes of credits when I played Dying Light. Like 20 minutes of credits for one game. NVIDIA! The May it's went to be played. Blah, blah, blah. Gary Fonville Matthews. What counts as additional 2D animations? That intrigues me. Because it specifies additional 2D animation, like additional music composed and produced by Copilot, but what counts as additional music? Voice cast. Oh, so they're just going straight to the scroll. No fancy. The voice cast don't get no fancy things like this. Cultists, elite guard, overseers, witches, workers, celebrities, acquisitions, casting, voice for that, blind, blah 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 blah. Honestly, it seems like if you really cared who was doing these voices. His only words, a scream. I wonder. I should probably look up what the actual official ending of, like, the official way that these games are supposed to go, like the canon story to these games is. Because I've played a couple of them multiple times. I've played Dishonored 2 twice now, and Dishonored, and the other two I've only played once. This being the first time I've played Death of the Outsider. But still, it makes me wonder, what is the official way that, like, the official canon for how Billie went through this? Platform security? The Outsider couldn't be more than 28, could he? It's probably even younger than that, like, probably, like, 19, maybe. Now that I think about it. Because he was an orphan who was just taken and forced into the position, so he couldn't be that old when he was taken. Zenimax France. There is a lot of, it takes a lot of people to make a game, a movie, or anything, but it always makes me laugh that the fact that for any sort of moving picture, like a movie, a game, a show, so on and so forth. It takes a lot of people just to produce one. But in all technicality, I can write a book and publish it myself if I have the money. Like, I can be the only person credited with anything. Like, I could be the only person whatsoever credited with any sort of anything to it. So it makes me it amazes me that the fact that with books, we've advanced to the point where I can just write and publish a book on my own. But like the older the older medium has always been like you could just write a book on your own. Someone may never read it. Like, imagine how many books we've lost to history because there was only one copy of it and it was amazing. It was like greatest work of art book you could have ever possibly read, but the author never gave it to anyone, and it eventually just rotted away in his basement. But a game, just this one game is this many people. I wonder if these credits would be slightly different if you played in a different language. Special thanks, all our families, friends, and the Dishonored fan community. That's us, guys, the Dishonored fan community. Production babies. Powered by W-Wise. Very special thanks, Raphael Colantonio. Anything? Doesn't seem so. Well, guys, that was it. That was all there is to Death of the Outsider. I do hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to follow the stream. If you didn't, that's slightly disappointing. If you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, say something. And I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, guys.